Greetings. What's happening since so many years to Michael Jackson, as you know, as you're fully aware, if you're living on planet Earth, is really, the problem is really multifaceted, and I will go straight to the topic. The poor man never had a life to start with, and now that he is dead, he cannot even defend himself. The fact that they are destroying him 10 years after his death was not enough to destroy him during his life, but now they are destroying him 10 years after his death with leaving Neverland. Proves that it is an agenda to destroy his name, and particularly it's about money and not about truth and justice. Never was and never will be. I've done my own research, and I know that from the testimonies of people that really knew him, okay, because myself, I wasn't there. He was not a pedophile. But well, the attention is on Michael Jackson. Then the real pedophiles are covering themselves with the smoke screen. I really loved the interview of Siggy Jackson, because this allowed me to get into Neverland as if I was there. So I want to thank you, Siggy, for this. All the people of the world need to unite together to bring money in order to get a documentary telling Michael Jackson's side of the story in the main languages. People, let's shut the Oprah's machine covering Weinstein against Michael Jackson down. People, Michael is scapegoated for him. Weinstein is the predator. Oprah is kissing him. Something is more than deadly wrong here. Not only Michael was murdered, and I mean murdered because I did research that as well, but they are trashing his name advitam eaternam. This is insanity at its peak. It is an agenda, obviously. This is unbelievable. Even Michael said that concerning Sony, that Motola is the devil. He called him the devil. So there is a fundraising organized by Taj Jackson for an explosive documentary series that will permanently destroy decades of salacious myths that have been told and sold about Michael Jackson. I will say in French now. Collecte fonds organisé par Taj Jackson pour une série documentaire explosive qui détruira définitivement des décennies de mythes fallacieux qui ont été racontés et vendus à propos de Michael Jackson. And I will put the link in the video description. Je vais mettre le lien dans la description de la vidéo. No kidding. Of course, I'm going to make a French video of this. No kidding. HBO airs Michael Jackson exposed leaving Neverland in March, while Harvey Weinstein doc Untouchable seeks a buyer. Can you believe that? Untouchable seek a buyer will be in the video description as well. With the fall of the king of Hollywood, Harvey Weinstein. How Harvey Weinstein's sexual abuse cover-up fell apart, the backstory in the New Yorker will be put in the video description. And if there's not enough space, oh by the way, if I'm not speaking quick enough, just go to settings and select 1.25. So that you should be fine for you. And if not, then go for 1.50. But I highly suggest 1.25 because I've tested that. Where was I? Yeah, if it's not all the links, if they are not entering in the all in the video description, just go to the comment section. I will pin all the links to the video as well. Wow, Oprah, HBO, AG, Harvey Weinstein, ties to Michael Jackson, Living Neverland, fake news doc will be posted too. So Weinstein is going down along with Oprah, and this is only a start because truth always wins in the long run, as Michael said himself. Please see my video response to Harvey Weinstein, The Fall of the King of Hollywood, and please circulate. So now we're going to the main problem, is that all those guys are corporate. For instance, this Weinstein. Let's read that again. HBO airs Michael Jackson exposed Leaving Neverland in Mars, while Harvey Weinstein, the real predator, Doc Untouchable, seeks a buyer. Any problem here? So, we're talking about a corporate psychopath. Not only I am an independent investigative researcher, but also I was trained as a psychologist. So I don't see psychopaths everywhere or sociopaths everywhere, but when I see one, in the case of Weinstein, he is a sociopath for sure. And so I was trained as a psychologist as well, and I'm actually in convalescence, healing from narcissistic abuse. And so we spoke about Oprah, we spoke about Harvey Weinstein, and like I was saying at the introduction of my video, is that the real predators are covering themselves with this smokescreen created. And there is a link with HBO and Weinstein. A sociopath or a psychopath usually launch their psychiatric attacks following a very calculated formula. This is in the picture. Narcissistic abuse. How the narcissist uses projection to destroy you. Okay, this is a very good video as well. So this will help you to understand better how bad things are and how serious, but most of us know how serious this attack is, but to which extent and how to understand, because like Michael Jackson said himself while he was alive, remember that one of his last albums, he was not really selling it in the United States. There was success everywhere around the world except in the United States. And he said it's not exact word he used, agenda, but this is what I think it was conspiracy used. This is what's going on to this day. Michael cannot rest in peace, and I'm sure he is not, because he's still a sensitive being, even though he's on the other side. Knowing this, I'm doing my own part, but with the fact that I'm not as efficient as I would like to be because of the lack of energy that I have. By the way, David Bowie was criticizing MTV for not playing videos by black artists. He noticed that at the time. Now there is an equation that I'm not the one who discovered that. From August 21st, 1958, his date of birth, to January 27, 1984, this so-called Pepsi incident, remember? There was total 9,282 days, and from January 27, 1984, like I said, if I'm not speaking quick enough because of lack of energy, just select 1.25 please, because I forgot to say at the very beginning of the video, if you like it, don't hesitate to subscribe and to put the thumbs up. So let's start over. From August 29, 1958, his date of birth, to the so-called Pepsi incident, January 27, 1984, there were total 9,282 days, and from January 27, 1984, this Pepsi incident, to June 25, 2009, his death, which we know it was a murder, but Latoya was more clear about that, is that the doctor was the fall guy, but there were more involved in his death. So total again, from Pepsi incident to his death, 9,282 days. This is Illuminati signature, and the real predators, pedophiles, Illuminati, and that is why they are in this case to blow some smoke to cover their own deeds. So, like I said, I'm not the one who found that Illuminati equation. LunaJo, Jolanda, at the end of the video, knew what did happen to Michael Jackson, REDUX, part 1. So, this is where I got that equation, the source of the equation, credit to whom the credit is due, to know by studying what happened to him. Okay, so by studying since a few years already what happened to him, at least I would say since he spoke against the New World Order, I studied exactly what happened to him, and like I said, I'm myself an independent investigative researcher, and I cannot stop researching even though I am in convalescence, because that keeps me going. So Michael Jackson does have sadistic enemies who don't leave him alone even after 10 years of his death. How sick is that? So I have a playlist on that. People of the world follow the money concerning the murder of Michael Jackson. I have 3 playlists on that. I have a French one too on the same topic. Gens du monde entier suit l'argent concernant la chute de Michael Jackson. Étudie cette playlist. Michael Jackson fut le bouc émissaire. Mysterious deaths related to narcissistic abuse. Of course, Michael Jackson comes to mind. And Katie Krashko really did a great job about talking about the whole experience of narcissistic abuse, and obviously this male narcissistic abuse, alright, and that's the reason why LunaJo, when she was abused by her former husband, she said things she should not have said, but she was under the grip of her ex-husband, and she did correct herself and tell the truth finally. So also the covert narcissist plan your destruction. So since the first day, so as soon as Michael Jackson really start to talk about the fact that he was abused, and naming Motola the devil. Since that time, they really did a huge character assassination, and they still are doing that. They're using him, they are scapegoating him, while they are supporting I think I did speak about Oprah, but something I think slipped from my attention. Of course, Oprah is involved while kissing Weinstein. She's scapegoating Michael. So let's leave at this for now, and I will add more in the video description. And again, if not all the playlists and videos substantiating everything I said, then I will pin it in the comment section. Also, another interesting video that I've made concerned, because Kathy Krashko got an excellent book, What Makes Narcissistic the Unblemished Victim and the Character Assassination. You see what I'm saying? Michael being unblemished victim. What makes narcissistic? Kathy Krashko. Protecting ourselves and narcissism in high places. So yeah, there is theme that I see between Weinstein and Oprah. So Weinstein is going down along with Oprah, and this is only a start, because truth always wins in the long run, as Michael said. Michael said, lies run sprints and truth runs marathons. I thank you for your understanding that this is not my mother tongue, and that also I'm dealing with chronic fatigue due to narcissistic abuse. I hope you like my research, and I will complete in the video description or the comment section. Thank you. Take care, and let's hope that we will see justice in this, because If we see justice in this, if we see justice for Michael and his family and his friends, we will see it will start the ball rolling for changing other things that are far from being perfect, let's say. And speaking of the ball rolling, since the agenda destroying Michael is in the United States, even though Michael performed mainly in the United States, and I see that there is more support coming in other countries. They even go on mainstream media to talk about leaving Neverland in France, for instance. So I would suggest the family to consider to concentrate on getting the support elsewhere before this, sorry to say, hellhole. I have my own experience. I thank you for listening. What we have done to the world, look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your only son?